Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the M109 howitzer from the United States military. Please remember to like and subscribe. Alright, fact 1. First used in Vietnam. The M109 howitzer is a self-propelled howitzer armor vehicle, and it was first used in Vietnam in the 1960s. So as you can see, it's a very old technology. However, the M109 howitzers being used today is not like in the 1960s. These machines have been upgraded numerous times, and as we'll get into the next sections, multiple variants and derivatives have been produced based on the initial foundation and framework. However, being that it was first ever introduced and used in Vietnam, during the Vietnam War, unfortunately the US military didn't have good success with these howitzers. They suffered a lot of mechanical issues and many had to be taken down for maintenance and repairs. And so this failed to really make a difference in the Vietnam War. But because everyone saw how important close range artillery is, they've made significant improvements over time. Alright, fact 2. Korea is the largest operator. Despite the M109 howitzer's origination from the US military, and the fact that the US military still uses these self-propelled howitzers, the Korean military is actually the largest users. In fact, because the M109 howitzer has been licensed to be produced by Korean defense manufacturers, they went to town at it. They have produced over 1,000 units of these machines, whereas other countries are typically under 100 of these machines. The South Korean stockpile of M109 howitzers significantly dwarfs all other nations. You can safely say the South Korean military probably places these howitzers at the core of their military strategy. Because their biggest enemy shares a common land border, it is likely that they've determined that with these howitzers, they can not just set up a good defense, but also a good offense in case they need to advance into enemy territory. These howitzers provide great close-range infantry support with artillery, and it is no wonder that the Korean military have decided to really focus and double down on producing these. They have produced so much that all other nations combined may not equal the amount they have. Alright, fact 3. Multi-variant. As I alluded to in the beginning, the M109 howitzer has been in production and in operation since 1960, but that doesn't mean it will stay the same. Continuous improvements have been made, and so many variants have been produced with these type of machines. For example, there is the M109 L52, which is jointly developed by Dutch and the German firm Rheinmetall, that improved on the main howitzer cannon on this vehicle. There's also Norwegian versions and other versions such as the M109A6 Paladin, which is the one currently being used in the US military, with better technologies in terms of precision and guidance, as well as maneuverability and survivability. In addition, a lot of armor upgrades have been gone through with these vehicles, and so despite having the same name and roughly the same outline, the M109 howitzers of today is totally different from the ones that were first used in Vietnam. And the United States military continues to improve on it and actually cancel several projects that were supposed to replace it. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. A crew of 4. When the M109 howitzer was first introduced, it was actually a crew of 6. It needed a commander, a driver, a gunner, and 3 loaders. Ever since the improvements of the M109 howitzers to the current United States standard of the M109 Paladin, is now down to 4 crew: commander, driver, gunner, and just 1 loader. I think it's always better to reduce the number of crew because you don't want to have unnecessary people being put in harm's way. With less people needed to operate, you could also deploy much faster from fresh troops because you need less people to operate more vehicles. Overall, it's always a better strategy to reduce the number of crew that you need so that you can expand more resources in horizontal, scalable directions. And as a result, currently, just one loader is necessary to load the howitzer cannon. Cool, let's get into the next and final fact. Light armor. As I mentioned in the previous sections, despite improvements in the armor of the vehicle, the M109 howitzer is still considered a light armor vehicle, meaning that it cannot withstand a direct hit from a battle tank. Because howitzers aren't really going head to head with a battle tank, it is okay for it to be lightly armored. The armor consists mostly of aluminum alloy, and therefore, like as mentioned, cannot withstand a direct hit from a cannon or a battle tank. However, it could protect the crew against small arms, grenades, or artillery fragments. And so you can see that the M109 howitzer is definitely not designed to be wheeled straight into the enemy battlefield. It is designed to be in the peripherals or toward the edge of the battlefield and fire the howitzer into the area. And because the howitzer travels a more parabolic shape, you really can't have it go directly head to head with another armored vehicle. Because of this vulnerability, these howitzers need to be positioned in a good area. They absolutely cannot withstand an anti-tank or anti-armor direct attack such as javelin missiles and so forth, because it absolutely destroyed this vehicle. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.